Every AI influencer is telling you to create these clean, good-looking AI interfaces, and honestly, they are not wrong. They look amazing, they make complex workflow easy to understand, and yes, you can sell them for premium prices. But here is the real problem. Most of the people don't know how to actually build them, especially if you have no coding experience. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through a simple feedback analytics workflow I have created to teach you step-by-step process of building these beautiful and functional UI dashboards and connect it with powerful automation using n8n. So before we start the video, let me give you a quick preview of this workflow and dashboard. So this is our form where we will add our information related to feedback, or you can say you can add your feedback. And then after adding a feedback, you have to just simply click on the submit button. It will process and send the data to n8n. Now here you will see there is an n8n. It will process that data and it will send that data to our this smart feedback system analytic dashboard. So as you can see here, I have given the one feedback. From total feedback, it will turn to the 10 feedback. As you can see here, the average rating, and you can see in the bottom there is a anonymous feedback by name. So yeah, this is how it works. So what we are going to do in this video. So in this video, we will build a complete no-code workflow using Lovable, n8n, and Supabase. First, we will create a form in Lovable, and then we will build a workflow in n8n and set up a real-time database in Supabase. We will connect everything together, the form, the workflow, and the dashboard, and show a live demo to make sure it all works smoothly. Now, let's talk about the requirement. First you need is Lovable. This is where we will create our input form and dashboard. You can use either the free or paid version, depending on what you have access to. Now, second requirement is n8n. You will need an instance of n8n. This can be either self-hosted or the cloud version for the tutorial. Third requirement is Supabase or backend database. Supabase is a free to start and will be used to store and manage data flow through the workflow. So let's get started. If you have everything like Lovable, n8n, and Supabase, if you don't have an n8n account, just go into description and click on that link. You will get 15 days free trial. So let's get started. So let's move to our first step, which is we will create first a form. Now, right now I'm using Lovable for that, and it gives us free credit, as you can see here. So I get daily 5 to 6 credits. This is a bonus credit. If you are in a testing phase, you can use it for temporary version. Now, what I'm going to do is just simply create a simple form to get, or you can say to send data to n8n workflow. Now, so I have already made this document. So if you want all the resources which I'm going to use in this video, just go into description. I have added there a Discord link, in-depth Discord link, code, join the server. In that server, you will get this link of resources. So now this is a form prompt which I have created to just make things easier, or you can say make things faster. So as you can see here, so this is my form prompt. So I will just simply copy this, and then we have tilde, and now paste that prompt into the Lovable. So what it will do is basically create a simple form and just send this, and as you can see here, it is working. Now it will take 2 minutes or 1 minute to create your simple form. Let's see how it creates. Now the Lovable has created this beautiful form where it will send the data to the n8n to process further. Now I have made one mistake over here. I haven't given a webhook URL over here, so we will fix it later, so don't worry. Now before we go into next step, what you have to do is just go into description link into Discord and download the n8n workflow. So this is that workflow. Now what you have to do, what I am telling you, because I will not be able to set this node one by one because it takes a lot of time, just simply I will explain this how it works, how the data flows in between these nodes. So this is a starting point. It listens for new feedback submission from a form which we have just created earlier in Lovable. So imagine a customer fill out a form like their name and their email address, and then a rating and the product quality, about the comment, and you can say and the category. This data is sent to as a post request to this first node, and then next node we have this clean and structured data. So what it does basically, it cleans the data, ensures the fallback default values, add some new field. For example, let's say someone just escaped the name, or you can say someone don't fill their name, it will automatically fill anonymous if the name is missing. Third node is positive. So what it does, it basically this node checks if the rating is greater than 3. So it basically, if it is true, it goes to set positive. If it is false, then it goes to neutral. So now what is neutral? So what it does, it basically checks if the rating is exactly 3. So if it is true, it goes to set neutral, and if it is false, then it goes to set negative. So then after that we have set positive and the top. So what it does is basically add fields to label it as positive feedback. So let's say like sentiments, positive priority, low status color. They add a lot of things over here, as you can see here. Sixth node is set neutral. So what it does is basically add fields to label as neutral feedback. Now then we have negative. So it adds the field for negative feedback, mark as it is urgent. So as you can see, after that we have this advanced processing and analysis. This is a function node, and what it does, it's basically currently empty, but this is where you could add keywords detection, AI sentiment analysis, tag section. You can leave it empty for now or add advanced logic better. Now then we have ninth node, which is edit field. What it does is basically prepare the final version of the feedback for the database. It includes fields like ID, customer name, email, rating, comments, category, and all of those things which are the necessary. Now then we have insert node into Supabase, which is like HTTP request. What it does basically saves the final feedback data into your Supabase database. So the endpoint is post. Now then we have is urgent node. What it does is basically it checks if the urgent field is set to true. If it is true, then two things happen in a parallel way. Then we have send Slack alert, which is kind of HTTP request. What it does is basically send a Slack message to your team about the urgent feedback. So for example, a user send a bad negative feedback, basically sends to the Slack alert so the team can take action. Then we have update daily stats. So this is a HTTP request. What it does is basically adds a new record to our feedback status table in Supabase. So I have set up everything, and then we will move the last response to webhook node. So this is a response to webhook. What it does is basically send a confirmation response back to the form or system that sends the feedback. So what we need to set up after the downloading this you can say workflow. So what you have to do, just change here, just change insert into Supabase, and then over here you have to I will just simply explain how you can set up the authentication, generic authentication type, and how you can just simply put your API keys and then access token. Just I will explain that in some minutes. Let's first go with the webhook receive feedback. Just simply open this. So over here you don't need to set up anything. Now first what you have to do is go to production URL and copy this post URL. You have to set up this HTTP method to the post because we are receiving the data. That's why we have to set a post. Now then we have clean structured data. As I said, I have already explained what it does. Now then you have to jump this insert into Supabase. Just simply open over here, and then you have to need a URL of a insert into Supabase. So what you need is URL, then you need authentications like I have set up for this generic credential type. Then you need you have to set up for the header auth account. Then you need to have the value. This is the API key, which I will tell you where you will find this. Now then you have these different sections. So before that, this is a send body. So it basically takes the input from the edit feed. Now let's go and see how you can set up the Supabase and how you can just find the API keys for your workflow. So in order to get access of Supabase, what you need is to just go into your browser and type supabase.com. It will take you to this page. So before diving into deep, you have to create your account using your GitHub. So I have already created an account. Just simply you have to sign in. There is no complication account in Supabase. So after creating an account, what you will see, this is this kind of interface. From there, you have to just simply click on the start your project. Now, in each organization, you will get 2 active database in free version. You can upgrade for later if you want to create more databases, but yeah, you can create at least 2 active databases in free version. What you have to do is just simply click on this new project button, and after that you have to select the organization which I have created. This is my free organization. Then you have to enter the project name. Now you have to set a password of your database. Make sure you remember the password. Now then you have to set a region. So what I'm going to do, I will choose my nearest and closest server. Now I have selected, and after that just simply click on this create new project. Now we have successfully created our project. So let's move to second section, which is creating your dashboard. So I have already created a prompt for that to create a dashboard interface. Now what I am going to do is just simply copy this prompt. You can access this Google document from my Discord server. Just go into the Discord server, and in the resources section you will get this all document where I have added like form prompt, dashboard prompt, and all of the things which will be necessary for this video. Created everything using this AI. So I have created this prompt using Claude. So you don't need to, if you want to make some changes in this prompt, you can just go in the AI and make changes based on your needs. So just copy this and go to Lovable and paste this. So in this form, you need to change something. For example, I have added this resource link over here. Let me just show you where it goes. Okay, this is a fetch data from complete Supabase end-to-end point. This is your project URL. So I will show you how you can find that. And then this is use onion key as well. You have to replace this onion key as well. Now you can include proper header API key as well. So let me show you how you can find those 2 keys. So first, go back to your Supabase and click on your start project and select your project which we have just created. Let me just go to that project, and from there you have to click on this project setting. From the left side, just simply click on it, and from there you have to go to APIs and keys. Let's go, and you will find this n8n public, and you have to copy this service role secret as well. Just copy this n8n public and service role secret. You have to copy and keep it somewhere safe. Now let's move to API keys. If you want to generate your create API keys, you can generate it from here. Now let's move how you can find your project URL. So what you have to do in order to do that, go to data API, and from there you will see this project URL. Just copy this and go back to your prompt and replace this URL till here. Replace that URL here, and just let me show you. Okay, here we go. Now we will change this onion key as well. Go back to our Supabase, go to API keys, copy the onion key and paste it. Now let me just copy this prompt again and replace this prompt. Now click on the send button. So it will take few seconds to create our dashboard. So Lovable has created this beautiful dashboard. As you can see here, they have features like total feedback, average rating, positive feedback, and urgent item as well. Now as you can see, it has added some sample review as well. So now next section is to create database. Now as you can see here, we have successfully created our dashboard. Now let's move to next section, which is creating our database using Supabase. Now what you have to do is just simply go back to our project which we have created earlier. Now from the left side you have to choose SQL editor. Now I have already created this code, so I will just copy this and paste into SQL editor. So if you want to use this code, just go and copy, and if you want to add some modification to this code, you can use the Claude or ChatGPT, so you will get exact database based on your requirement. Now let's check is this table is successfully created or not. Now just simply click on the run to test it. Now it gives the feedback that already exists. So let me see where it already exists. Now this table is already exist in my database, so let me go and check it. So if you see like feedback and feedback dashboard, it means that you have successfully run the SQL editor code. So if you want to make changes as I said, just go and onto Cloud, or you can just add your requirements, whatever you want to add, and give the prompt to the Cloud. It will make changes based on your need. So we have successfully created our database into the Supabase. Now what you have to do next is go to project setting, and from there you have to go to data API and copy the URL, and make sure you have saved this somewhere. Now let's move to our n8n workflow, where we will just simply set up our workflow and add credential for the Supabase. Now as you can see here, I have already set up everything. You don't need to change anything. Just you have to create credential into HTTP node, which is Supabase. So now first is you have to enter the URL of your Supabase project. Now go back to your project, click on this setting, project setting, and from there you have to move to data API. Now from there you will find this project URL, copy this. Now after copying, what you have to do is just simply replace this URL to your new URL. Now after that you have to enter this, or you can say you have to create credential for your HTTP node. So I have choose authentication as generic credential type, and then you have to select the header auth. Now let's create new credentials. From here you have to enter the name of, let's say, API key, and then you have to enter the value. So how you are going to find the value? Just go back to your Supabase project and scroll down a little bit, go to your API keys, and from there you will find two options like n8n public and the service role secret. I prefer to use this service role secret, so I will just copy this and get back to my n8n workflow and paste that API key to this value section. Now just simply click on the save, and as you can see the credential has been successfully created. Just close this. Now we have set up the credential. Now what we need to specify over here is header. Now I have already given this content type application. What you need to change is just simply this value over here. Now I will just simply go back to my Supabase, copy again this secret, service role secret, and paste it into value. Now into our authorization section, where I have already added the barrier, so just you need to just simply replace this secret URL with your URL. Now if you scroll down, if you don't get exactly what I have simply customized over here, you can just simply active this send body and body count content type, and then you have to specify the body. Over here I have specified the JSON in a dynamic format, so whatever the input will come, it will take that input and just simply insert that input into our database. So now next we have this update daily states. Just go, and you don't need to do anything different from earlier. So just paste URL, then create authentication. I believe it is already created, so you don't need to change it again. And then you have a content type application. You have to select this JSON, then you have to replace this API key with your secret key or onion key. So I prefer secret key. So yeah, so if you get stuck over here, you can just simply ask me question in Discord. So I will just simply give you a solution. So it's a little bit difficult for a beginner to set up all of those things. Now what we have to do next is go back to our webhook, go to production URL and copy this post redirect URL. Now get back to our lovable. Let me just open the new lovable. I will just simply let me check if it is I have already added or not. Update the webhook URL, this URL. So whenever someone send the details, it goes to this node. So let me send this. So what we are going to do is just simply click on this webhook URL and just copy this test URL and get back to our form. So earlier I have added the webhook URL as a production. So I have already just simply updated this form with this test URL. Now as you can see, we have added the name, then we have email address, then we have category, just simply select it. Let me just add this and click on the comment. Now let's see, let's execute test event, and then what you have to add over here, we have to give the rating and submit the process. As you can see, your feedback has been successfully sent. Let's get back to our n8n, and as you can see that form is send that data to our workflow. Now execute this whole workflow. Let's see if it works or not. I will execute this workflow till edit field. So let's see if we get any error or not. So yeah, as you can see, it has executed everything. Now let's insert into our Supabase. Now as you can see, this data has been inserted successfully into our Supabase. Now it's time to connect our Supabase database with this dashboard. So in the top right corner of this lovable interface, you will see there is a green option of manage Supabase. Just click on it and click on the connect Supabase option. Now it will take you to this page. Now from here you have to simply click on this connect a project, and from here you have to choose your organization, and let me see, feedback system. This is my database which I have created. Just simply select that and wait for a few seconds to check whether we can just simply connect it or not. It will take few seconds and the Supabase has been connected successfully. Now when you refresh this, okay, so after the connection of this Supabase with Lovable, so this is a security issue. Just simply ignore the security issues and refresh this, and let's just check. We have to enter again a prompt. Now let's go to our resource document. I have added this Supabase prompt connection. So we have already connected, but just to give a more context to Lovable, I have created this prompt. So I will paste this prompt and click on it, and let's see we can get the Supabase connected or not. It will take few seconds. It will take seconds. Now after entering this prompt, you will find some errors, but if you found any error, just simply let me know in the Discord server. We will try to fix that. But yeah, as you can see here, I have just simply connected our workflow with this smart feedback dashboard. So you can see there are total feedback, average rating is 4.4, a positive feedback, urgent item. So yeah, this is how you can just simply connect your Supabase to Lovable, and then that Supabase you can connect with your n8n workflow, and that n8n workflow you can connect with your form. So this is how this works. So let's try on the fully functional way. Click on this publish and go into preview, and let's test it again. So I will just simply listen the test. Now what I'm going to just go to our preview and add the full name, rocket, and then add an email address, then category. I will give 0 rating. Buy the Webble subscription, and then click on the submit button. Now as you can see, it worked. Now it will send this data to our n8n. Let's execute this workflow till insert the Supabase. It gives me error because my internet connection was lost, but right now we have successfully entered. But you can see the data like the name, customer name, email, rating, comment, and the product. The sentiment is negative. And when you go to your Lovable dashboard, and when you refresh this and just simply click on the publish and see the preview, as we can see the recent comment which is we have sent it, which is rocket, the email, and then we have comment as well. So this is shown as urgent because we have given the low rating. So this is how you can this is how you can connect. Make sure you have follow along, but if you don't understand this tutorial, just go into our Discord server, ask any question. I will reply there as soon as possible. Now before ending this video, just review what we just did. So what we did is we have successfully created this. First we have created this form using Lovable. Then after that we have created our n8n workflow. Just simply download that workflow and put this workflow into your n8n. I have already set up everything. You just need to set up your credential of your Supabase. There I have given 2 Supabase nodes, so you have to set up that. And then we have created this Supabase dashboard, or you can say database over here. So this is our table editor. So we have created that, and after we have created our this dashboard, smart feedback dashboard using Lovable. And then what we did is we have connected this form with our n8n. Then we have processed that data, whatever data is coming from this form, and we have, after the processing of that data, we have insert that data into our Supabase database, and that database is connected to our dashboard, where this dashboard will automatically fetch that information which is stored in your Supabase database, and it will show on this good looking UI. So if you found this video helpful, then subscribe to our channel. If you have anything related to this video, just simply let me know. I'll try to reply that comment. So if you found this video, subscribe to our channel, and thanks for watching.